This really needs to change.
10 weeks later.
My routine needs an upgrade. Let me explain. I figured out that if I really want things to change and I want to get out of my own way, a life reset was just not enough. I need to make some serious changes. A few things just I don't know how to solve or to change them. I just keep up. let's put it like that. I decided that I needed to do some more research. I know it can be done, and I came to the book of Atomic Habits. I think a lot of people, maybe everybody knows it. I started reading the book, I started doing more research, and I was missing something. So I started in Notion, I just started creating this thing, and eventually I was like, wait, I think I'm actually creating a workbook here that could help me a lot, but also you. So I created an Atomic Habit workbook in Notion to set myself and you up for success. It's time for action.
Down the street with your red lips and funky beat, you better hold your head up to the sky. I'm gonna roll with you till the day I die.
Workbook is really breaking my brain. Oh my god.
Hey, swing those hips around.
It's a few days later and we are sitting in my bed. We're back on my bed again because I just wanted to be a little bit comfortable. It's also extremely hot. Yes, I'm fully using my pillows as my desk. The past few days I've been working on filling out the Atomic Habit workbook. Not to toot my own horn, but it has been so helpful for me to get everything clear and have it in one space where I can add to it, I can change it. And what surprised me was that things that I actually enjoy to do, that certain things I already have in my life and I never realized. I just maybe need more of them, and I need more things that feed my soul. I'm very focused on my physical health because of my chronic disease. It takes up a lot of my time and energy. I sometimes miss the mark with my soul and doing something that sets it on fire. Right now I am on step 3. I felt this one would be very interesting doing it together. I figured out the best use of my time right now is to focus on supporting myself and creating a routine rhythm that works for me and doesn't sabotage me. I realized a few months or maybe a year ago that I was really sabotaging myself. I was just really scared, honestly, and most of the time I was scared of disappointment into, okay, I'm fighting for my health right now, I'm fighting to get back into society, back to feeling alive. What if wasn't like the disappointment that it was not worth the hell I went through. I was sabotaging myself to not give myself a real chance because then I could not be disappointed because I probably already knew the outcome, and that is not healthy. I really need to find a balance in this and build systems for myself where I let myself win and give myself a real chance. The first one needs to be my sleeping schedule. At this point I probably go to bed around 1 in the morning and 2:30 in the morning, and maybe sometimes even later. I need to focus on finding a middle ground. I think if I just go to bed before 12, I can still wake up around 8. That would be a good sleeping schedule for me. I'm so sorry about all this noise. Also an alarm is going off. There's so much going on. For my second focus point, I want to show up for myself appearance-wise. I have an invisible disability. You cannot really see that I am sick. I stopped showing up for myself in certain ways because I wanted to prove to everybody that I was actually sick, even though I didn't have to. I want to create a system where I can show up and also save my energy and stack it on top of each other and create a situation where I appear as I want to, feel confident and more like myself. This is bringing back a lot of memories. Then I want to focus on less screen time, especially on my phone. I have a lot of screen time on my laptop, but it does not feel negative. I work a lot on my laptop. I am editing on my laptop. I'm developing things on my laptop. Me and my laptop are kind of one. I want to focus on my phone screen time because I pick up my phone. It distracts me heavily. I open social media. It has a negative effect on my mental health, and yeah, my phone is just not healthy for me. As a fourth, I am the type of girl that has a very healthy morning. I start my day with lemon water, then I drink either celery juice or cucumber juice, and then I go for a morning smoothie. This just works very well with my body. It brings me self-care, it brings me self-love, and I just love taking care of myself in this way. It makes me feel really good all around. But sometimes I self-sabotage in this way as well, and I want to keep myself accountable for a juice every day, and I need to go outside more. I am a person, when something happens or I start to feel bad and I have a lot of flare-ups, I start isolating myself and I stop going outside. This doesn't work really well for my mental health. I want to create a situation where I go outside daily. It's time for action, baby. I made it to step 4 and it's finally time for action. Yesterday I finished up step 3 and I wrote down everything I needed to do. I wrote down in-depth steps. I figured out which systems I am going to use and I want to create for myself. And today it's time to take action. I decided to go with systems that will give me a little wins. I know that it's something I need, especially because I chose to go very in depth with the steps I'm going to take to reach these new habits, to really give myself a time to create a system so it becomes automatic and I hopefully don't fall in the valley of disappointment. It's not where you want to end up.
Several long days later.
So it's a few days later and I'm going to be real with you. I royally screwed up the past couple of days. The past few days my bad habits got even worse. To no fault of Atomic Habits or the workbook. I just had to work around the clock to launch this YouTube channel and reach the deadline I set for myself. It's not something I'm mad about, but it's time to go back to being more mindful and focus on turning these bad habits into good habits and effective systems. So spend the day with me as I actually focus on turning my bad habits into good habits and effective systems.
Be educated, but I'm so frustrated. Hello to my loneliness. I guess that ignorance is bliss. Take me back to before I knew. Rewind, take it out of cue. Innocence can be a young man's game. Signed up for the hall of shame. I wish I knew how much I miss. So outdated. How can we look the other way? Sun is out, but the sky is gray. What would happen if I took a chance? It's always hard at first glance. I don't wanna, but I know I gotta do it. The truth is hard to swallow. I think I'll chew it.
I cannot decide on a scrunchie with these shoes in blue. I like her color, but it's like such a different color. No, I'm changing the scrunchie. I tried. So overheated.
I wish I knew.
Okay, let's go.
How much I miss not knowing that we're all screwed. I knew.
So it's the end of the day and I just showered, I did my skincare, and I have to say it felt so good to be more mindful and take some time for myself and focus on the good habits, creating these systems and moving forward in leaving these bad habits behind. But I think it's safe to say that I need more time and I'm not here to create an unrealistic picture. That's the last thing I ever want to do. And something I've learned over the past few years, if you want something to
I'm not tired.
last forever, Why would you ever hurry it? Take the time to go through trial and error. Created the systems, now I created my focus points, but maybe in a few weeks I will realize another system works better for me. Another focus point should be first, which is totally okay. This process is all in real time, so if you want to join me, see where we both stand in a few weeks, you can get the Atomic Habit workbook in the description below. It's there for you to download, and hopefully in a few weeks I will have a lot of good habits and not the bad ones anymore. And we'll have a steady sleeping schedule. That would be wild. That would be wild.